What is up, my friends, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be using some of the new Terran features of the new patch. I'm going to be playing on the PTR server. This server has all kinds of players from Gold League all the way up to World Champions. I already played a couple games and my last match was against a Grandmaster Zerg, so I think we're ready to have some fun. I'm going to be playing a lot of Mass Vikings today. Going to make a lot of Banshees, play a lot of cheesy playstyles, abuse those new features. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's begin. Okay, the first game is against a Barcode Protoss. Like I said, I have no idea whether this guy is a Gold League or a World Champion. Like, I literally cannot know. I would imagine since my MMR is a bit higher already, he's at least going to be pretty good, but we'll see. Now, against Protoss, I definitely want to try both Vikings and Banshees, actually. I mean, the biggest change for mech otherwise, I believe, was, well, first of all, Cyclones getting nerfed with their bug being fixed, right? So that's not going to help us. And the tank no longer being abductable, which is also not going to help us. Unless, you know, I did hear some murmurs about the tank. The way they made it unabductable is by making it heroic, which is kind of crazy because now it's like, it's a mothership tier unit, basically. But I wonder if that means that you can't lift it with a Phoenix. I don't think that's intentional if it would be the case, but there is a chance that, as the game is right now, it wouldn't be able to get lifted by a Phoenix. Let's see. I think we're going to go for a double... That's a very early scout for a 3-player map. I'm going to go for a double gas here, and then I'll just make sure to get Banshees as fast as possible. Another idea... I had two main ideas against Protoss. Either I could play Banshee Speed first instead of Cloak, or another build with the Viking is I could go for a proxy starport and send Vikings into their base. Actually, the previous game I played was against a Grandmaster Zerg. I think I mentioned it in the intro. And I did a Mass Viking build, and my opponent went for Mass Mutalisk because, you know, the Spire has been buffed a little bit, cheaper, and builds faster. So I had literally the perfect counter. I had 8 Hellbats to, you know, beat the amount of Zerglings that he had, and then the rest of my army was pure Viking, and he was going for Mutas, and he, you know, I didn't give him enough time to actually get those up. So that was a, well, for me it was a hilarious game. I don't think he enjoyed it that much because he wanted to try the Mutas. All of a sudden he gets attacked by 8 Hellbats and 12 Vikings. Don't think he enjoyed it that much, but now we are going to be able to kill that probe already, which is nice. Yeah, we'll go for the reactor. I could have made another Reaper as well. Hey, by the way, guys, just off topic slightly, something funny. I've been playing a decent amount of Brood War, and if you guys don't know, in Brood War you can't rally your workers to the mineral patches, like they just stand there AFK. So what you do is you kind of rally them to the correct side and then click them on the mineral patch when they finish, right? So the first 2 games that I played of StarCraft, I was actually rallying my workers like that. Like, I would rally them here. And I realized how stupid I was being by doing that, which was kind of funny. I should have made the command center with that SCV that just came back, so that's a slight mistake by me. I'm going to go for 3 Reapers and 1 Hellion. I'm going to skip the next Hellion, actually. Normally you go 3 Reapers, 2 Hellions. What I'm going to do here is I'll just make a tech lab for this starport, work extra fast on getting those Banshees out, and then I'm going to try a little bit of a distraction maneuver with my starting couple units. I'm going to send a Hellion into the natural, and then 3 Reapers are going to go into the main base. I think it's going to be nice. If he has a battery in the main, my entire plan is going to get spoiled instantly, so it is what it is. Guess we'll see if it's going to work out or not. You go over there. You need to make sure... This map is actually a little awkward. Normally I veto this map because it's... Well, I wouldn't say it's too crazy for me because I don't think it exists, but it is a little bit annoying to play on because your entire main base is a blink cliff, right? And then you have to cover this entire area as well, so that makes it pretty tough. I'm going to go for Banshee Speed. Banshee Speed now takes 79 seconds instead of 100, which is a very significant difference, of course. Should be able to kill this if he's not paying attention. Let's see. Hellion is doing a really good job in the natural. He's going for... Please no... Oh, no, he made a battery. Why? Why did you have to do me like that? That is unfortunate. He does still only have 1 gate. Oh, he's going to recall... Wait, he's going to lose that Stalker, guys. Like, Stalkers are good, but that is 3 Reapers over here. Let's see, try to micro my way out of this. You should have just attacked with that one, I think. Now he's just gonna lose it anyway. There we go. Move the Hellion back, and then we're gonna start targeting this Stalker. And this is going to make for a pretty nice start. I wouldn't say it's... oh, that's actually a painful supply block there. Gonna have to drop the depot for that one, because he delayed my commands in it for so long. I wouldn't say a fantastic start, but we got some nice distractions here and there. I would say that... Well, I mean, in the end, it's going to be pretty even. I think we're slightly ahead, but I'm not sure we're going to be noticing it later on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to prepare a bunker over this. The Banshee speed is going to be my ace card against the Blink Stalker attack. You might not expect that. You would think it's going to be the tanks, right? But the Banshee... Look, oh, the speed is actually fast. Nice. Okay, I love that. That is cool. So if he's going to attack me, realistically, if he micros perfectly, makes the right decisions, he's going to be able to get in with the Stalkers and deal damage. But if I have two Banshees on the map that are very, very hard to catch, like these are incredibly hard to catch with Stalkers, by the way. You need to be in position already. If you're running after them, it's going to be extremely unpleasant. So if he attacks me with Blink, he's going to need a lot of resources, probably like 3 Stalkers per base or so, or at least 2 Stalkers per base, I would say, to deal with these defensively. And then he's not going to have a good time. Exactly. So he's here already, but now I have the Banshees with speed. I don't think he's going to catch these, honestly. I have to make a mistake. Look, he's going to warp in over there, but they're just too fast. Look, now he needs units over here. Keep in mind, guys, he already used his recall. I do see a couple of things over there. Okay. And then, oh, that is an air blocker. Didn't actually... You can see I vetoed the map because I had no idea that existed. That's my bad. Okay, there's a tank over here. Oh, that's a little bit of a misclick by me. But the repair is going to be able to take care of this. Hey, actually, guys, I think we have found a counter to 4-gate Blink. Well, to be completely fair, playing Banshee tank was already a pretty good counter against like 4-gate Blink. I'm not even sure this is 4-gate. Looks like a 3-gate Blink attack. Banshee tank was already a pretty good counter, but it was playable for Protoss, but... This might actually be even better, because I feel like you just need double the Stalkers, because if you have Cloak, all you really need is 1 Observer, right? Assuming it's microed well. Oh, that's a lot of Stalkers he warped at home, yeah. I mean, that is what he needs. I kind of expected that he would have done some counter pressure by now. But this might be even better. Yo, I love this, because I am not a massive fan of 4-gate Blink existing, because it's such a... It just kills so many builds instantly, and it's not that great to play against. So if we find a build that is just so good against 4-gate... Look at this, he's not even gonna kill one. That's so good against 4-gate Blink that they stop play... Oh, I even have Cloak, by the way. I didn't even realize it was already finished. Wow. Okay, this is cool. That's the, well, the second thing, because I already know I'm gonna enjoy Mass Vikings in this patch. But that is an extremely cool thing to find already, guys. That's a great invention that we're definitely gonna keep in as long as this patch goes through. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't go through, because I really don't think it's going to be broken or anything like that. I mean, it's Banshee speed finishing 20 seconds faster. It's really not going to be that crazy. He could try to micro against this, by the way, if he wants to. Yeah, he's just going to go for the natural. Okay. Then I think what we are going to do is we are going to go for a bit of a killing move. There's probably 4 Stalkers in that. I am going to make a couple turrets over here to make sure I don't die to DTs or something crazy. Let's see, where's the army gonna be? It is not here. It is also not here. Yeah, I'm being a little risky here by not sieging prematurely. Oh yeah, there he is. Ah, we're gonna be fine. Our army is too big. And look, now I got the Banshees from down... He just canceled the battery, I think. Is that what I just saw? I mean, it wasn't gonna matter. I think he was making it... Did he just cancel that? Oh no, I killed it. Huh. I really... Okay, I tripped a little bit there. I was sure I saw a cancel animation. I was looking for, okay, if I killed it, what did he cancel? But no. Okay, brutal, guys. Beautiful invention here. Well, yeah, invention. I mean, it was patched. Sounds kind of weird that I'm like, I invented this after 15 years of StarCraft. But no, we did just figure this out. But yeah, really, I mean, we're going to have to run some more tests with this, of course. This game, we also had a pretty good start with the 3 Reapers, I think, killing 5 probes or so, 4 or 5 probes. That's a pretty good start for us. Got a bit of a delay as well. But this Banshee move completely shut down his Blink attack. And he wasn't even as committed as he would be with a 4-gate Blink. If it was 4-gate Blink, he would have even had more trouble warping in at home. And this is cool. We're going to keep this one in. That was just the warm-up game. Let's keep it going. Game number 2 is against Rotterdam. Okay, Grandmaster Protoss and a very famous caster, by the way, for the ones that don't know him. Now, I think for this game, I'm going to try something with Vikings for sure. Rotterdam is one of the few Protoss players that prefers playing Phoenixes over playing Blink, which really you don't see a whole lot at all these days. Pre-patch, after the patch, I really don't think it's going to get any better, because now Vikings are cheaper, and I think that's the only change that would impact Phoenix play in TVP, so it's not like they're all of a sudden going to make more of them. But I don't know if I want to proxy them, because the idea that I had, right, is proxy starport here. Probably make a reactor for it with a factory or a barracks, whatever. And then send reactor Vikings into his base. If he's gonna play Phoenixes, I more just want to mass up a lot of Vikings. Okay, I just want to go for the proxy, guys. What can I say? I'm not sure if it's smarter or dumber or whatever, but it's just calling to me. You guys must have that sometimes. Sometimes you get the calling to do a certain build, and then maybe you do it. Maybe you have doubts like, oh no, my MMR. Realistically, you just have to go for it. That's all I can say. Let's see. I don't think we're going to meet a probe in the middle of the map. Slightly risky by me, I guess. If the probe would see me go here, that wouldn't be that nice for me. Now, I don't know exactly when Phoenixes, get out on the map, but I can't imagine it being that early that my reactor Vikings would struggle against the Phoenixes. The problem in that case would be that I can't land the Vikings in his base, because then the Phoenixes lift them. And unfortunately, it's not that they start shooting when the Phoenixes lift them. That should be a patch note. Holy! Yeah, we just cooked, guys. Imagine that. You lift a landed Viking and then it starts shooting because it's in the air. That'd be great. Sadly, it doesn't, so it just makes it useless. And that is very painful. Now, I could go for 2 Reapers too, actually. I'm trying to make this the best version possible. Right now, I'm not trying to be only annoying, just very annoying, but not, I'm not trying to optimize it. But I'm trying to figure out the way to do this, that it actually becomes the best version of the build objectively for ladder, high-ranked competition, whatever. Doesn't matter, right? So I'm going to go for 2 Reapers, do some harassment, keep him on his toes. And then we start flying the Vikings in. That's the idea. Let's see. He went for a Stalker first. Okay. Stalker first does usually mean that it's not going to be Stargate. Dude, okay, what I said in the last game about Brood War, I was just about to lift my barracks across the map. Do the exact same thing as you would in Brood War. Oh my goodness. I'm being transformed, guys. This is bad news, bears. I'm becoming a new StarCrafter. Let me just snipe this probe real quick. There we go. 1 probe, nice and easy. I do have some doubts that this attack is gonna hit too late. Like, maybe I did need something else with it. I don't know what it would be, but maybe I did need something else. I could go for tanks together with this as well. Keep in mind the Vikings are a lot cheaper, right? So I can definitely afford more. It's just if I make tanks, I'm afraid I'll need a 3rd gas for it, right? I think that is correct. Let's see if I can find something up here. Still just 1 Stalker. I know that he most likely does not have anything in... Yeah, okay, it's just gonna be Blink, looks like. Hey, this Reaper's actually going to escape. They're both gonna escape, I think. Yeah, I think they're barely gonna escape. Please, please. Okay, there you go. He could have a battery in the main. That would be messed. If he has a battery in the main, I'm gonna be slightly upsetty spaghetti. Because he already has one at the front, too. Okay, so here is... Ooh, he's following me. Oh, that's good news. Keep in mind, guys, if there's no Stalkers, a battery doesn't actually matter. Yeah, look. Oh, the Viking one-shots. It's beautiful. This is why the battery doesn't matter if there's no units, because you one-shot anyway. Look at this. Oh, my... Wait. How many workers did I just kill, guys? Oh, my God. Is that like 14? I think it's like 14 that I just killed. Wait, that is actually crazy, though. That is insanity. Okay, I really need to bake something at home. I'm going to be in big trouble at home, that's for sure. And the tank was 100% a mistake, okay? Now we know. That tank did not fit gas-wise at all into this build order. I'm not going to end up rallying a tank home that is extremely likely to get sniped, by the way. I mean, if it arrives home, then it's all of a sudden it's great. If it doesn't arrive home, then... yeah, I think we're going to take these gases. I mean, we did kill just a crazy amount of workers just now, right? So... yeah, let's see if we can find anything else over here. I mean, that's an extremely cool attack. I'm not quite sure if this is the version that I would like to go for, because the rest of my build is, well... I don't really have too much going on behind it, right? Like, if we're going to transition into the macro game, this doesn't... Wait, can I watch it? Are you guys ready? For the grenade from downtown? The grenade from downtown? Oh, he juked me. Oh, I thought that was going to happen, but I wanted to try anyway. Okay, let's see. He's probably going to try to reinforce with a couple more. Yeah, maybe... Did he just blink on that? Oh, that's actually a little bit psychotic by him. Ooh. If I was paying attention, we would have been able to punish him for that. Sadly, I wasn't. Okay, but now I have 2 more Vikings over here. Yeah, okay, I think I see the path forward, honestly. I think the path forward would be maybe this and then 3 racks or something like that. Okay, so now he's going to see this. We're going to kill 1 million workers again. He's always making zealots. That's funny. They're going to have a hard time chasing this. This is so dumb, actually. Okay, I'm just going to make stim at home. I'm just trying to freaking... Dude, can I actually get... I'm going to get to the natural. Guys. No way. We actually got here. He's probably like, what the hell happened? 5, 6... Oh, charge finished. Okay, let's see if we can dip out of here. He didn't let any more units finish. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's get stim out. Yeah, I mean, now we're going to have to see if we can survive. I think this build, I'm trying to analyze, you know, how well this build could actually do. I think the realistic answer is that if I find a better transition, the build is very strong. If I don't, it's gonna stay very questionable because it's an extremely important part of a builder like this, right? The build is not just the attack or the damage, but you have to actually be able to win the game after it. Right now, I would say I'm theoretically ahead in some ways, in other ways I'm behind. The reason why I'm a little behind potentially here is because I can't attack at all, and he probably, if he finds the right way, he could kill me, I think. Wait, I can... Oh yeah, he's actually gonna go for it, okay. Gonna blink forward. Not 100% sure if I like the blink forward by him, because he's gonna take a lot of damage. I need a mule. I wanted to repair that, but I need a mule for it. Okay, can we get a surround? Hey, it's actually a pretty nice move over there. There we go. We got a marine out on the way as well. I'm gonna drop a mule there to repair that starport, which is freaking stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Here we go. That is gonna get repaired, hopefully. I got a decent amount of units coming over here as well. I do have a triple command center, by the way. Keep that in mind. That is going to be extremely important. He's going to have a couple more zealots coming in. That's the annoying part. Let's see. Can I start building this? I mean, the bunker is extremely useful here, right? I can just cancel this as well when the time has come. He's going to try... I'm going to focus fire the stalkers. Okay, look. Oh, he's focus firing the SUV. Wow, that was actually sick. We bought a lot of time with that. I'm going to drop my mules back at home. Gonna bait 2 of the zealots into the bunker as well. Yeah, this has been a sick micro battle, actually. Holy cow. Gonna rebuild the bunker over there. And the start... A mule repairs it fully. Okay, that is more than I was expecting, not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna look at... I think I've had that exact surprise before. That just seems like something that must have happened in my games before. But okay, well, first of all, we drop 1 million mules. I can afford my Vikings a little better because they are cheaper. So we're going to make 2 more of the Vikings. And then what we're going to do after this is we are going to make medevacs from that, I think. I also had this Viking. I guess I can use this one to scout. It didn't appear to me that he would have made... Oh, I don't have I was trying to make an armory there. That he would have made a 3rd base. Well, I think he probably made it like behind the attack at some point, but he definitely didn't make it earlier. Let's see exactly when... Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I thought. Yeah, so it's still building. Okay. I'm mostly afraid of like mass zealots. I don't think he has upgrades on his units. I haven't seen a forge exactly. It's really just look at the scouting Viking. It's heart chilling. Our eco is actually the same as his right now. In fact, it's a little better if you count the gas, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so he found this again. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought my Vikings would have been further already. Oh, that sucks a little bit. I'm gonna get some medevacs finishing from that. Or at least one, I think. One medevac would be pretty nice. I mean, I could just... Can I chill this over here? I hope so. Maybe not. Yeah, I mean, there's no point in trying to lift that, to be honest. Let's see, I'm gonna try to take my 3rd base now. And then what we're gonna have to be afraid of... Hey, we did save that. We didn't save the Viking, but we did save the medevac. That's nice. Okay. Get you hotkeyed, my friend. I can even make a 2nd starport too. Yeah, the difficult part is surviving against the zealots until we get a big enough army. Zealots are incredibly good in... or against small balls of units, I suppose, right? Like if you get a big ball... Oh, he does have 1-1 as well. Ooh, okay, then I'm gonna lose a big part of my advantage there. That I thought I had. I didn't actually have it, but I thought I did. And he's trying to surround me, of course. I don't have concussive shells, apparently, so that's a bit annoying. There we go. It's gonna be a pretty nice fight. I mean, he doesn't actually have that much. He can surround me, but it's really not... yeah, it's a pretty inefficient fight here for him. Look at this. Okay, he did kill... Oh, that's an immortal too. Nice. Whoa, that is a massive fight for us, guys. Loses every single zealot there, and he doesn't actually kill the command center. Now, oh, let me switch those over real quick, because medevacs are way more necessary than widow mines right now. Widow mines are also great, but... oh yeah, there's the armory. I was waiting for my armory to finish so I could make 2-2, but I guess, you know, I did say that it wasn't happening earlier. SCV pool? I think we should probably go for it. Like, I need medevacs, that is for sure. I think we should go for an SCV pool here. If that is a Colossus, SCV pool is a bad idea. If it's not a Colossus, I think it's a great idea. Honestly, we can also play a macro game from here, but I kind of would like to stay aggressive at least. I saw an observer around my base somewhere earlier. I lost it. I know, I'm definitely sure that I saw it at some point. Okay, let me pull the boys over here. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to be faced with a counterattack. That would be pretty annoying. I guess we'll see if we can deal with it. What does he have over here? Yeah, okay, Immortals mostly. Well, Colossus could be on... The Colossus, once again, it would be absolutely devastating for me. I guess we'll see what it's going to be. Okay, so he sees my attack. And then... Okay, a little bit of awkward fight by me there. Oh, the SCV hold position is beautiful there, right? Look at that. And then we hold position it again. Yeah, the hold position is so good on the SCVs against stuff like this. It is beautiful. Okay, how many zealots is it gonna be? Not that many, actually. I guess he just warped in before this. Okay, now we get on top of the Stalkers. This is a massive breaking point for Protoss. When you kill their Stalkers, you can only kill them once you've broken through the Zealots, right? So you kill the Zealots, then you get on top of the Stalkers, and they lose all that background DPS that's always going on. That's really, really annoying. Yeah, he burrowed those. He didn't... That was a pretty scary blink for him, not gonna lie. Okay, let's see. What do we have over here? Oh, he does... Oh, no. Okay, I think he cancelled it. I don't know. Okay, I'm not quite exactly sure what happened. It looked like he was building a Colossus and he cancelled it because he knew it wasn't going to finish. But maybe he was building an Immortal and then he cancelled that one. My units are incredibly low HP. But since I have the micro advantage, I can go for it. Let's see if we can get a Stalker. That would be beautiful. He's still trying to warp in a lot of stuff. Always try to kite away from Zealot, guys, even if you're doing fantastic, because Zealots will just absolutely shred your units. GG is called, and there we go. And that was the first proxy reactor Viking attempt against Protoss. Let's just actually have a check objectively, because I know we won the game, but sometimes it's hard to say if I was behind and I outplayed him or I found the perfect timing or whatever, right? Like, keep in mind, he had a pretty horrible fight at my base. Yeah, so this is exactly what I thought it was, right? I am incredibly far behind in terms of economy, up 14 workers. I always say Protoss should be up about 7 or 8 because of Chrono Boost. Up 14 workers with a third done against no third, but I just had no good follow-up to this. So first of all, what I would change is I would just fly the factory home. I mean, the tanks were great, but I don't even think they should have been able to get home against the Stalkers, right? As soon as the first couple of Vikings died, he should have just sent out the Stalkers, probably finds it, and then we're in trouble. So I think what we would do is make the extra 2 barracks right away, so we can make Stim Combat Shield Reactor. Then we can make bunkers that actually have units inside of them instead of what I had earlier. Then I make as many Vikings as I can until it's time to fly away. Maybe I can do the same thing where I landed here, make medevacs, make Widowmine/tanks from home, and that would be a lot better. I think we should also go for a gas first, so the starport is faster, because now, I mean, it did feel slightly late. I think with gas first, it would have been a very nasty timing. All in all, fantastic game. Let's play another one. Okay, game number 3 is against Garritos. Garritos is a Grandmaster Zerg. I think he's probably about 5.7k MMR or so. Better than my Zerg, so definitely quite good, because my Zerg is crazy, you all know it. Now, this is actually the Zerg that I talked about when I talked about the Vikings versus Muta game earlier. So against him, I played straight up 3cc mass Vikings, and I beat him because he was going for mass Mutas. For this game, we're probably going to have to be a little more creative. I was already thinking about a theoretically very nice build against Zerg, which is that you could go for Banshees with speed and then make Vikings after. The reason why making Vikings right away is not that good is because then roaches are a problem. So maybe if you can force them to not build roaches, or at least not open with roaches, and then go Vikings, it would be ideal. Now in this game, actually I'm just gonna go straight up for the Penguin Brothers here, I think, because I feel like we all want to see it. You guys don't remember what the Penguin Brothers is? Who am I kidding? All of you know this by now. But if you don't, just in case, gotta include even the 2 homies that don't. It is the Viking Hellbat timing attack. And that strategy is now buffed, of course, because the Viking's 25 minerals cheaper. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it might actually be quite impactful, because now, if you do the Penguin Brothers attack, you kind of... Well, if you want to do the strongest possible attack, you have to cut SCVs for it. I think now you might actually not have to. So your macro follow-up is going to be way better. Alternatively, you can go gas first instead of barracks first, and then your attack is just faster while being equally as strong, and you can only afford it because of that. So the Penguin Brothers, even though not a super popular strategy in the pro level, I've always said it is very strong even against pro Zergs. And I think now it is actually even stronger, guys. Oh, I feel like the comeback is coming, guys. Come on. If Penguin Brothers becomes meta, I might have to unretire. Don't want to give you guys too much hope there because it's probably not going to become meta. But if it does, I mean, that is a good argument for me to come back at least. Now, let's see. Pretty late hatchery here. I think it was actually the exact same thing last time. That's why I feel like my brain was already anticipating the hatchery timing there. There was no creep. And that usually means that it's some kind of pull first, but I want to say in his case, like I'm not a super expert on old Zerg builds, but I guess in his case it means that he just did a one drone delayed hatchery first. I think that's probably what it is. So that would be like a 17 hatchery instead of a 16 hatchery. I think that has been pretty much, yeah, the builds have been figured out for a Zerg. Like the Zergs already know what's the most efficient. And what he's doing is not it, but I mean, it's also not bad at all. So I guess... I mean, if you really want to be super tryhard and get every detail, then it matters. Oh, I could have killed that, but I was a little bit washed up with the Reaper movement there. My bad. I wanted to be nice to him, you know. I would never make a mistake like that, guys. Come on. A Reaper mistake? Me? Come on, guys. I couldn't. I would let all my fans down. No, well, okay. Even I make mistakes with Reapers, guys. Even Beyond makes mistakes with Reapers. Everyone does. It does feel a little painful if you miss a big kill. Like, killing a creep tamer feels fantastic. Because creep is annoying. You guys ever have those games where creep is like in your third base or something? I guess I'm gonna make up for it now. Creep is like, you move out with your army, creep is in your third base, and you're just like... I don't want to play anymore. I'm sure it's happened to everyone that's played Terran at least once. Oh, he's gonna lose those links, unless his link speed was particularly fast. I don't think it was. There we go. Oh, it was fast. Okay. I guess that is part of the old school build then that I didn't quite expect. Okay. My reactor was a little bit late, by the way, on that factory, so that is a slight mistake by me. I could make use of that opportunity. It sounds kind of weird. It's very optimistic to call that an opportunity. It was just like a mistake made by me that's going to delay my timing a bit. But since I now can actually... He's going to kill that Marine, unfortunately. Now I can, you know, hit a little bit later. I can just go for a run-by with these Hellions right away. So I'm going to change my build up a little bit. Oh, we just made a lot of links in time. Roach Warren. Not happy seeing that Roach Warren. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to go for it, guys. Oh, wait. Oh, we're cooking. Oh, we're actually cooking probably too hard right now. Listen what we're going to do, guys. This is gonna intrigue you, okay? We're going to go for the Penguin Brothers timing attack. We saw a Roach Warren. My opponent, like I mentioned, already has played against my Mass Vikings before, so maybe that is why he made the Roach Warren. We're gonna go 4 Vikings, and then we're gonna switch into Banshees with double upgrades that are gonna finish faster because of the new patch. That is the plan here. I do need to get this walled. Well, I could also go for a run-by, I guess, if his links are not at home. Oh, there's no Queen here! Oh, I think... Well, his links are here, but that's not enough Zerg links. Let's see. Oh, the hits are good. Oh, he didn't cancel the Roach Warren. For a second, I thought he might. Oh, this is going to be quite painful for him. Look at this. Yeah, we're just going to chill here. Okay, then we're going to get those over there. I'm going to go for the main base. I guess that makes sense. It can sometimes be pretty tricky to kill a lot of workers against Zerg, is because they have the queens. So it's... Oh, it is actually... he still made the roaches after all. This was fantastic, though. What? I feel so... I'm in so much luxury right now. I was trying to calculate which upgrade should I start first, but like they're both fast now, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Is it the same timing actually? Let's see. 79, 79. Yeah, okay. You're gonna get cloak and speed at the same time. And I did see some roaches walk across the map. I don't think it was that many, probably. Yeah, it was mostly links, or all links that I saw. I know he has 3 roaches, but that's all I know. We're gonna do some good damage against those. And since the Banshees are gonna keep us safe, we don't actually have to keep the Vikings at home. I think I can go for a 5cc setup here. Classic uThermal opening. Dude, look at the timing on this. We actually cooked, guys. The timing on these Banshees is crazy. If he would try to attack us, he would just lose his roaches. Now, I'm going to send these Banshees to his third base while I send the Vikings to the main. 50cc is going to come down already. Let's see, Cloak is going to finish in 20 seconds, so we're going to AFK these for just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to land these since there's no Overlord here. He moved away his Overlord. Look at this. We're going to snipe a Queen with this. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. Barely not, actually. Okay, we're going to get this Queen, though. That's very nice. Look at this. I want the other Queen, too. I mean, I can also just one-shot the drones right now. Let me kill this Queen. I don't want that Queen to live. Okay. So now... Oh, he did make Spore Crawler, so he probably has spores in the other base as well, I would guess. Get a couple extra starports out here. He did see my Banshees, and it looks like he has a spore just based on how his units were moving there. Oh, I should have made that a planetary. That's a slight mistake by me, actually. Okay, now they have speed already, so that's going to be incredibly annoying to deal with. Something very nice for me here that I just spotted is that he went for an infestation pit and not a spire. Oh! Yo, you know what he was trying to do? He was going to go for Microbial Shroud, guys. Microbial Shroud is, well, it's not a new upgrade. It's a buffed upgrade. Let me just save this one. There we go. It is a buffed upgrade, and he was going to go for that, trying to bust me with probably Infestor Roach, if I had to guess. But that is not going to be that nice to play against someone going for mass Banshees, I think. Well, actually, it's also going to be good against Planetary. So what the new Microbial Shroud does is it reduces all range damage by 50%, which is pretty freaking nuts, by the way. I'm not sure if it's going to stay that way, because it's pretty freaking nuts. But that means that planetaries are also going to be so much weaker, right? Ooh, I'm getting a little scared. I mean, I still think our position in this game is okay, at least, right? We killed some workers. Our build wasn't necessarily the most efficient. I mean, we did go from doing the Penguin Brothers to going for 2-starport Banshee after all. But, I don't know, I feel like we're in an okay position here, but that does scare me a little bit. Okay, let's see. Doesn't look like there's drones or roaches around. He's making roaches now. I'm not quite sure why he made the Overseers, actually. It's like he was... Huh. Why did he make those? I'm actually really not quite sure. Excuse me. I'm gonna send these across now. Let's see, is there... oh, that's the wrong base. Oopsie. I wanted to check for a hive. Yo, I'm actually quite scared here, guys, because I think he's going for Microbial Shroud Hydra now, and I don't know how we're going to be able to freaking stop that, to be honest. Let's see, if we can get in here real fast. Let's see, one-shot those queens would be nice. Okay. Oh, I can actually... Yeah, look at these. Oh, the exact amount to one-shot. That is beautiful. What is it, 9? 8, okay. Okay, probably one-shot that one as well. Oh, we just lost the one-shot amount because we lost one. I'm just spamming planetaries like crazy here so we can't die to any kind of annoying stuff. Okay, actually, that fungo is pretty nice for me because that means he's not going to have the Microbial Shroud. Okay, we're just going to snipe a lot of... Look at this. Banshees, guys. Banshees with speed are such amazing torture tools. I'm so happy they got buffed. I mean, I'm probably not going to say that when we play against someone doing it against us in an annoying situation. GG is called. Guys, come on. Grandmaster Zerg, yeah? Mid-high Grandmaster Zerg. 4 Viking opening. Made possible by the cost... I was going to say HP buff, but the cost buff into the 2 starports. Speed finish super fast. I mean, really. If we didn't do so much damage right now, I think Microbial Shroud Hydra could have been a very big issue because all my stuff is just not going to do as much damage. In that case, getting the upgrades for the planetary would be extremely important, but it would have been questionable if we would be able to hold. But these kind of builds, I mean, they are so much more possible now. I'm very excited because I always say it, but to be honest, normal StarCraft 2 doesn't really excite me anymore. If I watch pro gameplay, it's always the same build. It's builds I already played years ago, and all you really do is just refine those builds. If patches like this happen more frequently, which there's a very good chance of, because once again, this patch was made by Blizzard themselves and not by the Pro Player Balance Council, we're gonna have new builds to invent, like the freaking Proxy Reactor Viking, the 4 Viking opener into the double-stored Banshee with speed, into the 5cc setup. I mean, I'm very excited for all of this. These were my first 3 games, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Let me know if you have any more suggestions for builds. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.